Women and men come here to have one-of-a-kind creations done. They come to have hats repaired, cleaned, and locked. Our goal at the Hattery is to give you what you can't find anywhere else. This is the time of year when all the women pull out all the bells and whistles to wear their best duds. This is hat season mainly because there are lots of steeplechases that start from April and go through May. There's Middleburg Spring Races, Hot Point to Point, Gold Cup, Kentucky Derby. Women and men have worn hats since the beginning of time as far as horse races go. The women tend to wear the more elaborate fancy hats. This is an English crown with an asymmetrical brim. This hat here comes from Paris. It's all hand woven, all the feather work is all done, everything is applied to the hat one by one. The hat was once done for the Queen, and it's definitely a good hat for Gold Cup. They're real big attention getters for hats for the races, things like this. Women tend to want all the bells and whistles. This hat is all done by hand, it's hand woven, hand blocked, with each feather is applied one by one by hand. It's something to make that occasion a memorable event.
Proper Topper, and we've been in business shockingly 20 years this June, and we sell hats and lots of other things, but we started with hats, and this is the time of year when hats really do their shining. We are selling lots of hats for the Gold Cup right now and for various horse races. We have a lot of Derby goers in Washington too, and there are a couple categories of hats that are really big for the races. They're the big hats that often people refer to as ascot hats, as the big grandfather of all horse races. The bigger, the better. The showier, the better. We've got a number of those here. And I think that really the kind of outfits you want to wear with that is something that doesn't compete with the showiness of the hat. So with something like this, just a very simple black sheath would be great. Or something that picks up the color in the hat but lets the hat do the talking. The big, huge, dramatic hats are what people think of for the races and people love to see, but the reality of wearing one is tricky because there's a lot of wind, usually, on a spring day in Washington, and there's a lot of hugging and there's a lot of greeting people, and that's tricky in a super wide hat. So these little fascinators, either just a headband or a tiny little hat, have been more and more popular as a fashion item, and as it's become more fashionable, people realize how practical it is too.